Hey YouTube, my name is Lana and this is From Corporate to Crystals. Thank you for watching. Today's video is so important. I really just want to give you guys help like right now. So I hope this video helps some of you. It's about what helped me during my awakening. I tried a bunch of different things because, I'm so sensitive that I really needed support and help. And so after watching tons of videos and trying a bunch of different things, this is the list, I have notes again, that really helped me. And so I would love to offer it to you, and I hope that this helps you. If it does, like the video, subscribe, share, you know the drill, but let's get into it. So what helped me during my spiritual awakening? So the first thing I have on my list is preserving your energy. And this can look really different to everybody. So I'm going to just describe the way it looked and felt for me. And the other thing I want to say is your body will naturally guide you through this, but this one kind of comes naturally. On your awakening process, you're going to naturally kind of shift away from certain people. You're going to spend a lot more time alone, do some introspection, and that ties into preserving your energy. It's very normal. It's very needed. And I know for someone like me, I love people. I love my friends. I love my family. But I felt very guided to not spend as much time with all of them. And that's kind of to protect your energy. You yourself are going through so much, you're just trying to feel it out, figure it out. Another thing that ties into this is not watching the news, not going on social media as much, or whatever your normal distractions and addictions are. You're going to slowly but surely be guided away from those things. And, an example, the news, if you're becoming more sensitive, right? You're becoming more intuitive and more sensitive, you'll start having a lot of emotional reactions to, negative news articles, or on social media if people are complaining like they tend to. It's just going to bother you more than what it used to. And you're already going through so much personally that you don't need that. So cut it out. My friends, I've got awesome friends, but they knew I fully cut out news. I almost fully cut out social media. I wasn't really like watching other people's stories or whatever. My friends knew to send me important news articles because we were in a pandemic, right? Like there was a lot going on. If there was something critical, my close people to me knew that I was going through something, and so they shared with me the information, whether it be an article or just through our conversations. So protect yourself, protect your energy. It's not selfish. You've got a lot going on internally, and so this is just helping you take all the energy that you have that day and put it towards yourself because you need it. As much as you can. I know that we have jobs, families, the whole thing, but as much energy as you can put towards yourself, you're going to need it. So make sure to preserve your energy as best you can. Number 2 on my list was nature. I want to preface that I am a Taurus sun sign, so I have a lot of earth in my chart, and so I'm very connected to nature. I always have been. And nature, it really was so critical for my healing. If I go in nature and just sit there, not only if it's, calm and quiet, is it meditative as well, but nature makes you feel better. Sunlight, it helps give you energy. We're just like little plants. We need water. And then also we need sunlight. It really boosted my mood. It really, on the days where I was not good, if I could shift and get out in nature, even if it was just a walk around my neighborhood, it really made all the difference, truly. So nature was huge for me. I think it's big for most people on awakenings, but especially if you are heavy earth in your chart. It helps ground your energy. So if you're feeling really disconnected from your body, connecting to nature will help you ground your energy to kind of get back into your body. Another thing to help you get back into your body is movement. So the third thing will be exercise. Whether you are big about going to the gym, running, yoga, or whatever, even if it's dance, whatever you can do to connect back to your body to again ground, it will be a huge help for you. I'm big about going to the gym, so I was very good about staying consistent about that because it made me feel better afterwards. It got the energy out. Anything that, if I was super sad and that energy was just kind of sitting in there, working out and getting in nature, those two really helped get that energy outside of me and changed my mood pretty quick. The next thing, drinking water. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend I understand it, but man, anytime I focused on drinking water, it really helped move whatever energy I was in. It helped move it. So I would absolutely encourage you to drink a bunch of water. Make that a focus. It should be an easy one on this list, but drink a lot of water. It definitely helped me. Next up, coaching. There are times on your journey where you don't understand what's going on within yourself. You don't understand your emotions, and having that person, a trained professional, to talk, to vent, to help you and guide you through your healing process is so critical. This is so hard. It really is. And you're seeing parts of yourself that you didn't know existed. You didn't know they were there. And so just the same way you talk to your friends and you can kind of like get it out and they can kind of help shift your perspective, get yourself a certified coach who knows how to get you to see and help shift your perspective and help guide you and heal you through this. You're the one doing the work. The coach is simply just kind of like that trained friend, the person who really has your back, your best interest. Because when you're using your friends as a sounding board, especially during a spiritual awakening, you start noticing that your friends actually have sometimes even more issues than you do. So talking to them is not going to shift any perspective. It's just going to be you guys complaining back and forth, which when you are going through this, that is not what you need. You need to shift perspectives. You need to see things for what they are, and you need to heal it, come up with a game plan and move forward. Meditation. I know for a lot of people, this probably would have been like number one on the list, and it was critical to my journey. But what I found personally is there's so many different ways to meditate that the further I got through my journey, my awakening journey, I didn't have to formally meditate, like sit in silence and meditate as often as I did at the beginning. So I put it in the middle on my list. Meditation at the beginning of my awakening, critical. I meditated every single day. In my first year, I did 7,000 minutes of meditation, if that gives you an idea. And then I've done about the same amount of meditation in my second year of my awakening. The difference is it was more sporadic and longer sessions. So as you're getting into meditation, it's going to be shorter minutes, but more consistent. Pardon me. And then the longer you get through your journey based on my experience, I found that I was meditating when my body called me to do so, and I was able to do it for longer amounts of time, which was very, very helpful. So if you're not meditating, you're going to want to meditate. I'm sorry, but it is good for you and you will not regret it, I promise. Let's see, what's next? Journaling. I'm going to be honest, I hated journaling back in the day. I thought it was kind of silly. It reminded me, it pulled me back to like the young girl who was writing about her crushes or whatever the heck I was talking about when I was in like middle school. But journaling is such an incredible tool because what it's doing is it's taking your thoughts and putting them on paper. So the same way exercise helps move energy through you, journaling does the same thing. It takes your thoughts, when you have so many thoughts swirling around, it takes those thoughts and gets them out of your head onto a paper. Even if you never read them again, it helps clear thoughts that are kind of stuck up there. So yeah, journal, just get your thoughts out. It really, really helped me. Breath work. I'm going to be honest, breath work is not something, for some people, breath work is it. It is like their thing that, even over meditation, it's their tool. And if that is for you, then heck yeah, because I know some of my friends, they love breath work. For me, meditation, exercise, all the things I've already listed, they helped so much that I really didn't need tons of breath work. But you better believe that during some really rough purging and dark nights of the soul, I was trying it all and doing it all. Breath work works and it helps a lot. So I wanted to put it in here because it is a tool that for some people is so powerful. For me, I just so happen to have gotten a lot of results from some of the other techniques that I put on this list. But I definitely still used it and it absolutely works. I'm not a breathwork professional, but there's tons of them out there on YouTube. You can check out different techniques and give it a shot. Let's see. Okay, Schumann Resonance. So this was something that essentially my guides gave me this information on my spiritual journey. I started noticing in my last video, I talked about how I wasn't sleeping well. And this is super common during spiritual awakenings, is you're not sleeping, you're waking up at 3 a.m. and the whole thing. Well, what was happening is I was guided or given information by my guides to learn about the Schumann Resonance. And what I noticed is the nights where I was, kind of randomly waking up and staying up for 4 or 5 hours and my sleep was really, really impacted. Sometimes it would just be you wake up and then you go back to bed. But the nights where I was just unable to go back to bed, typically the Schumann resonance was spiking. So what is the Schumann resonance? It is best described as Earth's heartbeat. Okay, so we all have energy in our body. We're all electrical beings. And we also are connected to Earth. Well, her, same way we have electrical systems within us, her electrical system is called the Schumann resonance. The Schumann resonance, rather, is the tool that indicates where her electrical system is at. So it shows you the different measurements for where her electrical system is at. So typically it is at a consistent rate. Schumann resonance is at a consistent energetic rate. But when it was spiking, that tended to be when I was awake. So worth noting, worth you knowing. And then I would kind of be awake anyway. So I would typically check if the Schumann resonance was spiking right then. And sure enough, almost every single time it was. So I wanted to mention that in here. Crystals. Okay, so I'm obviously my channel from corporate to crystals. I absolutely was helped by crystals. This crystal right here is my favorite. Let me put it up here so you can see. I'm going to butcher how to pronounce this. I'm not a crystal expert and I'm never going to claim to be. It's Lepidolite is how you pronounce it really terribly. This rock, I wrote down some of the information. I researched it before. It's an energy cleanser. It's a stone of transition and it is a stone for anxiety. This rock saved my year. I swear, because I'm so clairsentient, anytime I went in public, grocery store or wherever, I was holding this rock or this crystal. It really, really helped me. It helped get my energy to where I wasn't picking up on other people's energy when I was in public. Because that was every time I went in public, I was massive amounts of anxiety in my chest. And for me, the way I knew it wasn't mine is because my mind is calm because I'm meditating and doing all my other work. My mind is calm, but I'm feeling massive amounts of anxiety that come on the moment I'm in public or around specific people. So that can be very difficult because you have to work through that energy the same way you would as if you yourself were anxious. So this crystal really helped me. So I would say Lepidolite, butchering that, sorry. That one really helped me. But one of the coolest things during my journey is anytime I felt like I needed kind of some additional support and I wanted to try a crystal, I would just go to the local crystal shop and my body guided me to what crystals would help me. It was so weird. Like one time I was looking for a stone to help with, you know, protection because I was getting psychically attacked pretty consistently, and I'm sure I'll talk about that later on. But I went to the store and I was kind of drawn to this one specific crystal, and when I looked at the label, it told you what that crystal is good for, and it absolutely was good for protection and from psychic attacks. Very, very weird, but awesome, because your body is guiding you to what you need. You just have to pay attention and listen. So if there's something on your journey that you feel you might need a little bit of help, perhaps a crystal might work. Again, I'm not a crystal expert, so I have no idea. But check out a crystal shop and see where you're drawn to within the store. Maybe it will help you. It was always really cool when it happened for me. Okay, cool. The next one. I have got 2 dogs of my own, but if you have pets, if you have friends with pets, if you have family with pets, or if you just want to go volunteer at a pet shelter, being around animals was so helpful. Cuddling my dogs, it grounds your energy. It makes you happy. It's, you know, I love animals. Animals are the best. So cuddling animals was really, really critical for me. So I put that on here. And then the last one, I didn't do this enough, and so I want you guys to. Make sure you have fun. Make time for fun. Like there were stages of my awakening where this came very easy to me because I was in such a good mood that I, like, of course wanted to have fun. But you need to, in your times of darkness, if you're going through some significant shadow work, make time for fun. For real. It will help you. It will shift your energy. Hang out with your friends. Hang out with the people you love and trust. Even if it's just to do something fun and get out of the house when you're going through those moments of darkness, it really, really helped me. And I wish I would have done it more, but, you know, now you will. So, yeah, that is my list of things that actually helped me during my spiritual awakening. I hope you got something out of this list, and I hope some of these things help you as you're going through yours, if that's where you are on your journey. And yeah, I hope you guys are all doing fabulous and have a great day. Like, share, subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Bye, y'all.